Hello, everybody. The Viking World Tour continues with Factory Town. I'm TenaciousViking, your mayor and host. Well, had some audio problems with this episode, and so I'm post-narrating it. And the first thing I want to look at is this farm over here I discovered doesn't have any fertilizer. That's why there aren't very many plants there. So I'm delivering fertilizer now, and hopefully that'll be enough animal feed to get to the pasture. That's 3 sources of animal feed to 1 pasture, because 1 pasture is providing 6 different things. Look at this. Yeah. Apologize for the slideshow. I don't know what was going on with this computer or this program or anything, but nothing was working. In any case, I've also found out I was a little short of water here. Not able to keep up because I'm making too many things, delivering too much animal feed probably. So I'm adding a couple more folks to deliver water to the pasture to try to keep production up. Because I need, see the gold coins have dropped. Some I'm barely keeping up with the other color coins. I'd like to have at least 10,000 of each of the 4 coins, and I don't. So I'm pretty concerned about that. That well is producing just barely enough water to supply the caravan, but the caravan is not keeping up. So a couple more folks are going to be necessary to bring some water. I wish that I had known when I started this game that Factory Town was going to add a ability for buildings and pastures and things to use water within its radius. So you didn't have to bring it water, but I didn't know that. So nothing is anywhere near water. Next game I play, those pastures and farms and all that stuff will be close to water. You better believe it. And then I can use boats to deliver stuff too, which I haven't been able to use yet. But in any case, I think now the pasture is about at peak efficiency. So I'm doing this in pieces and cutting out some of the stuff, boring stuff. So you're actually getting 2 episodes in one, edited down to 1. We're researching the Omni Temple, and we got everything going except we're having trouble with books. Look at that! The Enchanted book is worth 20. The Protection spell book 50. If I could make one of those other spell books in place of just the general one, I could boost that, but I don't really want to. Maybe I should, because then I could in turn sell those later on. But I'm not going to, because I've got other fish to fry. As usual, paper is kind of the slowing things down a bit. So I've got more people delivering paper to make the books faster, to make the enchanted books faster, to move that along. Okay, I finally have this barn empty back here, so I moved it back out of the way so I can use it somewhere else. And I'm going to put in some more houses here, which was my plan all along. I thought that the trees would get used up, but they don't. They just get minimized. So yeah, I'm going to fill in this space for now and not put another building there, because I think they might end up throwing another sales building at me at some point. So I want to have space for that. Plus, I want plenty of space to get back to these houses in case I have other things going on here. All right, the next thing I'm going to do in my remodeling program back here is move this forester back here and try to envelop all of the trees that I can, so I can get maximum production out of this forester. But of course I have terrain problems, as I always do. Such a pain. I'm kind of surprised I can raise the terrain next to trees. I didn't think you were supposed to be able to do that, but apparently you can. So let's try that now, see if we can get that back. There we go. All right, that'll fit in there. And then all I have to do is hook up the conveyor and I think raise the conveyor up a little bit so I have room for houses underneath. I think is the smart thing to do. So we'll work on that, and we'll come back when that's ready to go. Well, in trying to get the research done, we are short of books, enchanted books. And one of the reasons is because we're making a protection spell book and selling that. So I'm going to turn that off to try to increase production of the enchanted book and therefore speed up the research to the Omni Temple, because I can't even do any other research until that's done. And I'm not sure I can do it then. I think I have to build the Omni Temple first, but it all is dependent on getting that research done. So let's see if that, we got quite a few going in there, but I don't know if that'll last or not. We're also supposed to be making crowns, but I don't think we're making any, and that probably is because we aren't getting enough gold. Now, I thought I sped that up. I think what I did was double the number of people in the gold mine, because that was kind of what was slowing it down, but I guess I'm going to have to go add some more people to the gold mine so we can get that gold out faster and get more crowns made. Crowns, I think, are worth quite a lot of gold coin, and as you can see, I'm dropping below 10,000 gold coins, and that concerns me a lot. I'd like to see 10,000 of everything, but oh boy, yeah, it doesn't take much to knock that all out of whack. All right, well, we're waiting for the research to be finished. Let's prepare this area. The Omni Temple's going to be here. Not sure. I guess I need to put it back a ways off to the left. So prepare some ground for it. Try to level it off. I'm learning to level ground in advance so that I can just build and not have to move stuff out of the way and change the height and all that air stuff. So that should give me enough area there. And I need, by putting the Omni Temple off near those trees, I can put barns in next to the road. Here's that extra barn that I moved off that I was using for iron and storing iron, because I moved that across the river there. To catch all the iron ore and then distribute it. Don't know exactly where to place the barn, but the nice thing is I can move it a little bit if I have to. Because I don't remember how I did that at the moment. I know I had 2 barns and it worked really well to feed the contents of those barns into the Omni Temple and get it built. Of course, you're always short of one thing. You have a barn full of 3 things, and then you're waiting for something else. Close to the enchanter, that helps a lot. We still aren't getting enough books, and the problem traces back to paper back here. Now, we've got paper in the lumber mill, but it's not getting distributed to the workshop fast enough. So I'm going to add 2 folks to trundle paper back and forth over there, see if we can get that sped up a bit and make some things happen. If we ever get caught up, which I doubt, because we're going to be selling books too, I can always cut back the number of people carrying paper, or maybe the paper manufacturing won't be able to keep up, and I'll just cut back the number of people then, because there's no point having people standing around. That's not very effective. So it'd be nice if we could get these books made faster. I've never been able to figure out how to make them fast enough. It just I don't know, drives me nuts. But here we go. We'll do our best, and eventually we'll get that done. We'll have plenty of time to make up books when I have to wait to do the next research. Okay, the next challenge is to increase mana crystals, because we're using a lot. We're using it in the 4 temples. We're using it in the 4 whatever it is that makes the things to go into the temples. I can't remember the names of any of these things because they're just made up anyway. Oh, my phone is making a lot of noise. Shh. I am post narrating this because I had no volume on the commentary on 2 episodes. So you're fortunate actually that happened, because I'm editing this down to 1 episode instead of 2. But here's a nice big field of mana crystals, and we're gonna feed that to the magic forge. That's what it is, right there. And pump up our mana power. Ooh, pump up the power. I suppose do I have to mow grass again? Yeah, I probably should, huh? Yeah, I like being able to cut grass because I can see what I got for terrain and stuff. But it's really annoying to have to do that constantly. Fortunately, I only have to do a few before I get this thing up in the air, so you can ignore how. There's some good resources here. There's the air crystals and I think the water crystals and some other stuff back there too that I'd end up doing. And now I start the tedious task of building another conveyor path, I guess they call it. I think now here's the trick. I don't know how high to go up to get past the trees, but I'm going to try 3 and see how this looks. And the trouble is, sometimes you go over terrain that's higher than others, and then the trees are also higher, so then you're not covered. Oh yeah, there's lots of different. I've got fire crystals here too. Wow. Was that 3? I think that was 4 I went up, and that seems to be plenty. That seems to be good. Okay, now I got to figure out a way to get down and feed into the magic forge. I've got my drill down there delivering coal. I don't have much crystal coming out of there. So how do I do this? Oh, I got it. Oh, all right. Research completed. Omni-temple construction. Sweet. So as soon as I get this dumb stuff done, I can go ahead and start building the Omni-temple. If I ever get done with this. Gotta remove some resources. Man, I hate to do that, but, whatever. Cut some more grass. I don't know why I'm cutting grass. Actually, because I'll be up in the air by the time I get there. Although you never know. I'd like to be faster at this. I can't get this piece in from the side. I kind of have to swing around usually, and eventually, and get it. I ain't going to quite line up, but it does give me more room to go up higher to get up to the height I need to be, which is okay. And I can wait till I get up there, and then I can jog over to that existing thing. It'll really help with mana power. Is that actually that's actually 1 too high. All right. I take that out. There I am. And then take those out. All I need is the belt. I haven't even started collecting stuff yet. Waterstone. Yeah, see, I'm already in the area. I have to pick up waterstone too if I need it, which I don't at the moment, but here they come. Let's get some mana shards in and get them into the magic forge. Sweet. Okay, that ought to help. come on, get up there. Let's see how you're doing. I wonder if I'll be able to keep up with Cole. I mean, he's only kicking Cole from right there. You can see it down at the bottom of the screen there, just going straight over. Might get behind if there's a lot of mana shards coming in. Can't tell if he's behind. Okay, well, oh yeah, he's getting behind now. I was going to say, well, he's doing fine, but then the shards hit, and all of a sudden, let's try to make a better path. Cutting the grass, of course, will help. Let's follow the path that he's taking. Okay, I'm going to widen that path too because I can't see what it looks. It doesn't look very good. And if I make that a wooden path, I think that'll speed him up. But I don't know for sure. Go. Oh yeah, that sped him up. Yeah, that'll help. Okay, now let's see if we can keep up. Or if I need a second. 12. Oh dear. 8. Hurry. 4. Okay, didn't hit 0, so that should work. Now, the next problem is, how do I get mana power distributed properly? It's such a hodgepodge of pipes and stuff now, and you know, I don't even know how many magic forges I have making mana, but I know we're not getting enough in the central area, making the pipes and the mana bricks, and I suspect there may be other places too that we're having a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did with coal. I'm going to build a mana power pipe all the way around the map. That way I can feed to it and pull from it at will. And assuming that the pipe distributes that evenly, fairly, I think we'll have a better system. I think. I don't dare connect it because the big problem is I don't know what direction any of these pipes are going. No clue. Here I can connect there. That's going to go the wrong way though. I'll have to fix that. Yeah. Gotta go up. Now I go up to here. Oh, that's gonna be. I should have gone 2 over. That would have been better. So we'll just do it here, and I'll probably move that over eventually, so it looks a little better. And then I've just got to start connecting and pulling mana into the loop as much as I can and getting it distributed. I don't really dare mess with much until I get that loop ready, because I'll lose mana, I'll lose production, and probably really get confused. I'm also having problems seeing what's mana and what the other 4 crystals are at times. So now, how far do I go up here? That should be good for that. There's really nothing below here. But then, how far over do I need to go? Yeah, this is a mess. I really need to get the loop done before I can even try to connect to this, because I don't understand what's going anywhere. What a mess. This is such a spaghetti world. I'm not sure why I still have some of those in there. I may have to clean some of those up, but then I think I'm going to have to deliver each one of those to the school again to make some other stuff later on. This is going in the wrong direction, but I can't turn it around until I can feed it from the other direction. So I'm going to want to... No, I don't want to go through that. I got to go outside of that somewhere. Yeah. Okay, I don't have enough. Well, that's going to be a process, and my time is up, basically. So thank you so much for watching. We'll get that pipe network around there, and we'll get the Omnitemple started for the next episode. Thanks again for watching. Welcome new subscribers. Join me again for Factory Town as the Viking World Tour continues. And remember, be kind.